Okay, welcome to part 3 in a Western man's expenses in living in the Philippines. This is already noon and a lot of action is going on here. I have roosters and hens in the backyard. I have a dog in the front yard. I have sick baby boy here and my Wi-Fi partner and a couple of friends are here also. So there might be some disturbances, but I hope we will be able to make this video without too much problem. So in the end of the part 2 I discussed my expenses on a monthly average basis for what I would call constant expenses like rent, electricity, cable TV, water, internet, credit payment for the motorcycle, etc. And so we came to the amount of $602. I just want to say that I have not always had this cable TV, for example. That is just quite recently that we got cable TV. Before that, we just used to buy DVD movies. But what they sell here is pirated movies, and you see maybe 90% of the movie, and then it's malfunctioning, so you don't get to the end of the story. Quite irritating. I actually want to buy original ones, but I cannot find them. So, anyway, now we are going to what I would say. Of course, this is not a scientific expose in economy, private economy. I'm just trying to show what I am doing and what I am using. And of course, the next the next section here will be what I will call consumption expenses. And that is very variable. Okay, some months I have quite good money, like $1,200, $1,300. Some months I have less than that. So it all depends on how much I have available. I am a person who like to spend what I have, unfortunately, maybe. But I have been able during my time here in the Philippines I own a motorcycle with a sidecar. I own a boat, a pump boat. We built a pump boat. It's not built according to my size, unfortunately, so I'm not using it a lot. But I have a boat, and I have built a brand new small house in the village. I own now the aircon and refrigerator and flat screen TV, etc. So that is my story. I have been building up step by step. Sometime I get some extra money and then I invest in something that can be good on good use for us, like the parabolic antenna and the cable TV, as they call it. Anyway, now the next segment is really up to you. I am a person who likes to eat good food. But I don't necessarily go out to eat, especially not here in the Philippines, because I very often get disappointed with the food here. I love the food in Indonesia. I love the food in Thailand. I love the food in Romania. I love the food in Norway, of course. I'm from Norway. But the Filipino food is some of the worst food I have ever experienced in my life. And I've been living in Cameroon. I'm born in Cameroon. I've been living there for 4 years. I must say it depends, of course, on where you are. Now I'm in Mindanao, and the food here is slightly better, I think, than in Cebu. But anyway, what I'm doing is I love to go out and buy meat and vegetables. So another thing is I love to drink. I love to drink alcohol and soft drinks. So let's see here, going on this next segment. And this is what I prefer to spend, okay? I cannot always spend this because it depends on my budget, but this is typically what I want to spend. So for the drinking water gallon, I'll show you one of those. This is a drinking water gallon. I don't know how many, they call it gallon. I don't know how many liters it is, but and I pick it up by myself with my tricycle. But you can have it delivered here for, I think it's 30 pesos per gallon, or you order 3, you get it for special package price. But it's very cheap. I mean, I'm saying a drinking water gallon is $3, 120 pesos per month it costs, so it's extremely cheap. So if you don't drink alcohol, you don't drink soft drinks, you can live quite a long time on a low budget here in the Philippines. Soft drinks is typical. I because I'm a Norwegian, I sweat a lot, so I need to drink, and I don't really like so much to drink water. That's me since I was a kid. So I just went to 7-Eleven, which is quite convenient. It's 5 minutes walk from my house. And the thing is, of course, everything costs a little bit more, but it's very convenient. And if you avoid the supermarket, you actually save money. So if you go to the convenience store, you just buy what you want and need right there and then, and that's it. I don't even know exactly what I paid for this. I have the the receipt was destroyed, I think, but this is probably something like 80 pesos. 80 pesos. So 50 pesos is $1. So you can imagine it's 1.6, $1.60, something like that. And it's extremely expensive. It's much cheaper in Thailand with soft drinks. And they put some taxes on sugar to protect their government. From January 1, 2018, they put on, they call it excise tax, something like that, on sugary drinks. But this one doesn't have a grain of sugar. It's sugar free. But still, they put the same tax on this one. So you can wonder what is going in the head of these idiots. Okay, you get it? Sugar free should be no sugar tax. So anyway, I at least I will drink one of these daily, at least. Um, so that will be at least 2,400 pesos per month, which is 48 US dollars. Okay, so I just made a bet. I'm reading from my budget here that I wrote down. And then when it comes to alcohol, I like to drink. I like to get drunk. And here in the Philippines, beer it's good. They have a lot of good beers. San Miguel Light, San Miguel Red Horse, San Miguel, everything. They have apple taste. They have so many lovely beers, really. And but the thing is, when it's hot, and me, I have a big body and I have a big tolerance for alcohol, so I can actually spend a lot of money on beer. So it depends on what I have available, uh, and usually I have to be more careful at the end of the month before my new pension is coming, because so that's how it is. Okay, I think some of you will recognize it. So anyway, what I'm saying here is if I drink 2 liters of beer per day, which for me is just like, I don't get drunk or anything. It's just like I get in a good mood. It's nice. Then I will spend 7,200 pesos per month. Wow, that's 240 US dollars. So I spend the same on beers as I spend on rent. So here you see it's very much up to you, this kind of budget, how much you're gonna spend. Maybe you don't drink alcohol at all. Uh, when I try to save money, but I still like to drink, I tend to buy something called Tanduay. I don't know if I have any bottles of those here. No. Tanduay is rum. It's 5-year-old dark rum, and it's available even in the most remote villages. Everybody they have Tanduay. So one bottle of Thunderway, they call it, what do they call it? Senior and junior. Oh my god. Senior and junior. So the junior is 220 ml and it costs around 38, 40 pesos. And then the senior is 330 ml or 350 ml, I'm not really sure. And it costs around 50, 55 peso. And then you have gin, like Ginebra. You see this one, huh? Ginebra, San Miguel, huh? That is actually a basketball team called up from the Ginebra San Miguel. That is a very good gin and it's very affordable. It's less than 50 pesos for a small bottle. I should have some of those bottles here. But anyway, let's not get carried away. This is not a video about alcohol. I can make a different video about that one. The problem is that if I drink those kind of drinks, I sometimes get too drunk and I get blackout. And I'm doing stuff I don't even remember I did. So that is why I try to avoid it. And so beer is the go-to drink. But again, very costly for a big guy like myself. Okay, so let's just repeat. Drinking water gallon per month, $3. Soft drinks, 48 US dollars per month. Beers, 240 US dollars per month. Meat or fish, I would say approximately 130 pesos per day we spend for that, and so that will be 4,000 pesos a month, 80 US dollars per month for meat and fish. And it's very nice and cool to go in the malls, of course, and buy your stuff there because it's air conned and it's clean. You can pay with your Visa card and so forth. But it is substantially more expensive in the mall. So in the wet market, it's kind of sweaty and maybe a little bit smelly, and you see blood there because they are cutting up the meat and the fish is lying there, the prawns, the shrimps is there, the crabs. But I really like it. So if you go to the wet market, you can get quite a good deal when it comes to the fish and the meat. So I would say that we spend approximately 80 US dollars per month for fish or meat. And then vegetables and fruits, 2,100 pesos per month. That is 42 US dollars. And junk food, snacks. Before I came here, I don't eat junk foods, but my wife, she loves junk foods, so that's what we do. We buy some junk foods. It's very cheap, but also very unhealthy. So that would be 1,500 pesos per month or 30 US dollars per month. Medical stuff, then I'm basically talking about something you buy from the pharmacy for different causes, and sometimes, our baby, for example, he was hospitalized back in June with pneumonia, and the bill was almost 30,000 pesos. So you can imagine for a few days. So it's, yeah, if you have a hospitalization, that will come on top of that. But I said medical stuff, approximately 2,000 pesos per month is 40 US dollars, and that includes my visit to the dentist also. So 40 US dollars. But if you have a medical condition that's very bad, you can be a member of PhilHealth, but I think now it will cost you 22,000 pesos. So for me, I'm just gambling because I don't have a budget for that. So I'm basically gambling. Last time I was hospitalized here was in May 2018, and I stayed in the hospital for 3 or 4 days, and the bill was like 16,000 pesos, something like that. In Malita, a small town, so it was a quite basic, simple hospital, but I got a good treatment. So okay, but you must realize with this budget I have here, I have my wife, she's eating here with me, and we have other people here with us. We have the baby boy, he's getting his milk. I didn't put his milk in this budget because most of you probably don't have a baby that will drink a lot of milk. Okay, so meat, fish, yes, $80 US. Vegetables, fruits, $42 US. If you buy the local vegetables and fruits, they are seasonable, of course, but they can be very, very affordable. However, broccoli, for example, and cauliflower is quite expensive, and usually the cauliflowers are already brownish in the appearance. So, but sometimes we buy cauliflower and broccoli, but basically we buy the local stuff. Then a restaurant and eatery. It depends. Sometimes we just grab some barbecued pork or barbecued chicken from one of these street eateries. Sometimes we buy some ready-made food from an eatery. Uh, so I would say, but this is very affordable. And sometimes, very rare, we buy pizza from a decent pizzeria here. So that would be approximately 2,000 pesos per month or $40 US. And entertainment, well, before the COVID-19, I like to go to the cinema, but now it's not really working out very well. It's still very complicated. So, but entertainment would be like maybe 2,000 pesos a month, like $40 US. Clothes and shoes, 700 pesos a month, like $15 US. So the sum of consumption in my life, I don't say that I spend this all the time, but this is like if I have the budget, if I have enough money, this is what I will typically spend. So that will be 28,900 pesos or 578 US dollars. So total budget per month, according to the lifestyle that I like to lead, it's 59,000 pesos or 1,180 US dollars, or in the recent update of the value of the dollar is approximately is a little bit more than $1,200. But as you can see, this is because I spend a lot of money on beer. Okay. But that is one of the reasons why I like to be here. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't have an expensive car. I don't wear expensive shoes and clothing. Here it's so hot you don't need to wear any clothes at all, actually. I don't stay in posh hotels or go to posh restaurants. No. So that's it. So for me, I have a life here with approximately, you can say it's very easy to adjust it down to 1,000 US dollars. And remember, we are more than two persons on this budget. So I hope you got some information here that will help you along your plans to stay in the Philippines. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye. Good luck.